Hey, this is Archie and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to talk about the top 5 Shopify apps for jewelry brands. Yes, it is specifically for jewelry brands. Shopify has a ton of apps, and it might be quite confusing when it comes to choosing the right ones. However, in this video, I am about to show you the top 5 apps that will help you to increase your conversion rate, your average order value, and the overall performance of your ads. So the first app is called Judge.me. This is an app that helps you to collect reviews from your customers and from your existing customers. Now, I prefer this app instead of the other apps that also give kind of the same service because it has a pretty layout, and also it has a free available plan. So whether you are just getting started with your jewelry brand or if you already have a pretty established brand, this app is pretty powerful and is going to fit your needs. Now, from the conversion rate side, this app builds social proof. Social proof is by far one of the most powerful psychological triggers. There are lots and lots of researchers out there that 86% of people, they don't buy because of bad reviews, where 16%, this is kind of the average percentage of how much the reviews can drive up your sales, just to name a few ones. So you definitely don't want to neglect reviews. The more reviews you have, the more testimonials you have, I could almost guarantee you that your conversion rate will be much higher. Moving to the second app that I believe is a good fit for jewelry brands is called in-cart upsell and cross-sell. Now, there are many apps that kind of give the same service. However, this app gives you much more ability to customize the in-cart pages or the post-purchase pages where you want to put your upsell or your downsell. On top of it, I've noticed that this app has a much more seamless kind of transition between giving that offer to that existing or to that potential customer. So it doesn't look a bit salesy, because I've seen many upsell apps that they look very salesy with these banners, with this pop-up, and those actually decrease your overall conversion rate. It doesn't even help you with your average order value. Once I mentioned about the average order value, this is pretty much what this app helps you. It helps you to increase your average order value. And I could tell you that this is a metric that you want to work on a weekly basis. Every single week, ask yourself how to increase the average order value, and also at the same time giving much more value to the client. Don't just think about selling, because in that case you cannot build a sustainable brand. You'll be seen just as another brand if you're trying just to sell. You want to give a value while you are increasing your average order value. This is the tricky part. And if you ask me how to do that properly, there is only one methodology, and that is giving them very kind of a good product that actually complements their first product that they added to their cart. If that product in their mind makes sense, they will be more likely to add it. If that product helps them also with their problem, or that product helps them to achieve their lifestyle, then that is going to be much more successful, and that is going to help you with increasing your average order value. The third app by far is my favorite one, and disclaimer, it is not for every single business, not because it doesn't work, but it is because not every single business owner is comfortable with that. This app is called Tolstoy Marketing Widget. What this app does is you kind of record a video. It is incorporated with your Shopify, and then usually on the left or on the right side corner, you have this video where you are talking about some kind of certain things about your product. You might be helpful with some kind of a value. Let's say you sell clothing and you have a video about how to style different products. And one thing that I've noticed those brands that do pretty well is that they have different videos for different product pages. Let's say they've recorded some videos for their bestsellers, and by giving them some kind of advice, some kind of suggestions, some kind of value to that potential visitor or to that potential client. So if we talk about the bottom line, why this is so powerful, first thing first is people buy from people. This is not something that you've heard for the first time if you've watched my videos, and you have to understand that the more transparent you are with your brand, with your mission, the more likely people will buy from you. People are now much more pickier than ever. They want to know who is behind the brand, who is behind the product. They want to know that if you want to succeed with your brand. Also, another thing that it does, it pretty much adds value upfront before you even ask for a sale. Just like I said, you could have some videos about how to style different products if you are in the fashion. This is going to give them so much more trust in the customer's mind because you are helping them upfront without even asking for the sale. So that is going to build the reciprocity effect, a psychological trigger that helps that potential client to see the true value of your products. So then they will feel kind of obligated to go back and purchase from you. All these things combined, it is simply going to lead to a higher conversion rate. There's no way you do all these things and your conversion rate will be the same. Now, before I go into the fourth app, which is also very, very powerful, and I've noticed that it brings so much revenue. We're talking about 5 and 6 figures revenue from this particular app. If you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Every other day I upload here a video about Facebook, TikTok ads and conversion rate for e-commerce brands. If you are interested in these kind of topics, then click on the subscribe button and stay tuned for my videos. So the fourth app that we are talking here about, it is called Pre-Order app. Now there are many apps come to a pre-order, and here I do not have actually like a favorite one. You could just use whatever you want because I kind of notice that they're kind of the same. So I don't want to give you a recommendation on something that actually is kind of like the same on the marketplace. Anyway, something that I want to mention about these apps, and this is going to answer the question of why and who is actually this for, because this app, it is not for every single brand. If you are just getting started and if you have like not sold any kind of products, or maybe you've sold but not so many, then this app, it is not for you. This app is just for brands who have already established, who've got thousands of customers, who've got proven offers, proven products, and their customers just falling in love with their products. If that is the case, then you could utilize this app pretty profitably. So usually what I do with my clients is that if we have a bestseller, specifically a bestseller that is out of stock, then we will put a pre-order option. Sometimes my clients cannot get that product, in the next 2 or 3, 4 weeks. That's fine. We give them a pre-order option, and usually what happens is that people are pre-ordering, and then my clients, they get profit before they even create that product. So it creates this kind of good cycle of getting that profit before you even create that product. So the bottom line is that the biggest advantage is that it gives this good profitable cycle for your business. However, you have to make your calculations and know if you could deliver those products. This is another thing that you don't want to take out of a context. If just because I said that you have to give a pre-order, but when it comes to the fulfillment you can't deliver that, then this is not what I would recommend. So make sure that you make your calculations before you install this app. Now, the last but not the least app, it is called Automatically Page Builder. Again, there are many like apps that kind of help you with building pages. This is what pretty much this app does. However, I like this app because just from the easiness part, it is quite simple to use. You don't need very many developing skills or software skills. It is very easy to use for every single person. And there are 3 reasons why I would recommend using some kind of apps for building your pages. As you start running ads and as your ads are getting more visitors and more sales and your return is profitable, then the next step that I would do is I would test the landing page. So you could in the meantime test your creatives, your message. However, a good another test that is going to help you to bring higher return on spend, we're not talking here about more sales, but higher return on spend, is through testing the landing page. Because think about it, if you could increase your conversion rate from 1% to 2%, that is going to double your return on spend. Now, once you've installed these apps, the next thing that we have to tackle is improving the conversion rate through proven data and techniques. Because usually what business owners think when it comes to increasing the conversion rate is changing the add to cart color, is changing some kind of things, and the conversion rate is going to skyrocket. Now we have to work based on data. And this is a topic that I talk in this video over here. Tap on it right now and I will talk to you soon.